How are you all? We continue with our revision, holiday work number 2, but today we're going to look on section C, geography. So, geography, question number 26. Which type of industries provide the service to general population and business sector? I can repeat. Which type of industries provides the service to general population and business sector? Choice A. Manufacturing industry. Choice B. Processing industries. Choice C. Tertiary industries. Choice D. Primary industries. So from this question, as what you said, the first thing you must look the keyword from that question. So from this question, our keyword here is industry. So everyone is trying to understand what is industry. So industry is the place where the raw materials are turned into finished. The place where the raw materials are changing into finished. We call it industry. So also industry can be termed as the group of people, businesses or companies involved in the product of goods and services from raw material. So this also we can call industry. So this industry is a subtopic to the general topic called the economic activities in standard 6, topic number 2. So this is the subtopic to that topic standard 6. So it's better we pass through one part after another from this subtopic. Our question needs the type of the industry which provides services. So it's now better we look at the types of the industries one after another. So before we continue with these types of the industries, now let us look at the examples of the industries. We have textile industries. Textile industries are the industries which produce clothes. So these textile industries use the raw materials called the cotton. So cotton is raw materials needed to the textile industries. For example, we have this cotton. Let us take an example to our country. The regions which produce cotton in our country are 3. The main regions which produce cotton in our country are Mwanza and Shinyanga. Mwanza and Shinyanga are the regions which produce cotton in large extent. And this cotton is the raw materials used to textile industries. So in our country, we have many textile industries. For example, in Dar es Salaam, there is Urafiki industry. In Mwanza, there is Mwatex industry. In Musoma, there is Mutex industry. But also in Malgola, we have Polytex industry. So these are the textile industries in our country. So we have cement industry. This is another example of the industry we have. So cement industry in our country, we have mainly 4 regions which produce cement in large extent in our country. For example, we have Tanga. Also, we have Dar es Salaam. Also, we have Mbeya. Then we have Mtwara. These are the 4 regions in our country which produce cement in large extent. I can repeat. We have Tanga, we have Dar es Salaam, we have Mbeya, we have Mtwara. These are the regions in our country which produce cement in large extent. Also, we have another example of the industries, rubber and plastic industries. Rubber and plastic industries. These are two examples of the industries. For example, in our country, the rubber industry is found in Arusha. We call Arusha General Tyre. These industries use rubber material. Also, we have paper industry. So, in our country, there is Ngororo. Ngororo paper industry. Ngororo paper industry is found in Iringa. As we know, Iringa is the regions with heavy forest in your country. So this Ngororo paper industry is found in Iringa. So it uses the materials from the forest. So we have agriculture, we have mining. So these are the good examples of the industries. Then after, it's better we look at the types of the industries. Types of the industries. The industries are categorized into 4 types. Primary industries, secondary industries, tertiary industries, quaternary industries. So we start looking one type after another. So the first thing, there is primary industries. What are the primary industries? These are the industries which produce materials in their raw form. Primary industries are those industries which produce the raw materials. Examples of the primary industries: agriculture, mining, fishing, forestry. These are the primary industries. They produce raw materials which are needed to other types of the industries. There, most of the products produced by primary industries are used as raw materials for the other industries. Then, the second is secondary industries. What are the secondary industries? These are the industries which process and transform raw materials produced by primary industries. Secondary industries are there to process and transform the raw materials produced by the primary industries. So, these secondary industries produce finished and reusable products. For example, we have sugar production industries. We have textile industries. We have paper production industries. So these are the examples of the secondary industries. What we have seen, these secondary industries, they are there just to process and to transform the raw materials produced by the primary industries. Then we go to another type of the industry. The third type of the industries we call tertiary industries. Tertiary industries. What are the tertiary industries? These are the industries which provide service to the businesses and consumers. The industries which produce service either to the businesses or to the consumers, we call them tertiary industries. In these industries, workers produce services rather than tangible goods. Here, the workers only consider to produce services rather than desirable goods, desirable materials. So examples of the tertiary industries, the industries which produce services. We have banking, schools, transport sector, restaurants or hotels, insurance service, publish and news media. These are the good examples of the tertiary industries. As what we said here, tertiary industries, these are responsible just to produce services, as we have seen here in examples. For example, when you go to the bank, you get the service of money. When you go to schools, you get service of education. But the same as transport sector, you get the services of traveling from one place to another. So these are the industries which produce services to the population. The first type of the industries we call quaternary industries. Quaternary industries. What are the quaternary industries? These are the industries which deal with activities such as planning, development, and research. Quaternary industries, these are responsible to deal with planning, development issues, and research. And these industries based on new technology like computing and information technology. So the quaternary industries specific deal with technology. For example, now we are learning through online. So this learning through online, we call it quaternary industry because it consists of the technology. For example, as what we have seen here, this always involves of computer and information technology. Examples: information service, this we call information sharing experts. The experts can share information or can share technology. So the situation of sharing technology issues, this we call them the quaternary industries. Then we have consultant services. Consultant services, this is an example of this quaternary industry. These industries require both a highly educated population and advanced technology. As what I said, these quaternary industries themselves are responsible for the technologies, high technologies and advanced technologies. Then, note, sometimes the quaternary industries are included under the tertiary industries. Sometimes these quaternary industries are like parts of the tertiary industry because we have seen they like also to produce services as what we have seen to the tertiary industries. They also sometimes like to produce service. For example, training, seminar, and whatever the case. These are the quaternary industries. That's why these sometimes are considered as the part of tertiary industries. Then after, because what I said is better, we look effectively to this some topic of the industries. We were now looking about the type of the industries, and our question wanted the type of the industries that provide services. From these types now. So then, we have seen these types of the industries. Now, it's better we look the factors which facilitate growth of the industries. How these industries can grow to end place. We have some factors which facilitate the growth of these industries. First, here you can see availability of raw materials. Raw materials must be readily available and in large amounts. We know the industries need raw materials to feed. Industries always feed raw materials. So these raw materials, when they are available anywhere, they can facilitate the industries to grow. For example, those raw materials, crops like cotton, sugarcane, and whatever the case. We have wood, we have minerals. These are the examples of the raw materials which can support the growth of the industries. Another factor, availability of ready market. Availability of ready market. Most of the industries are set up in areas where there is high population, such as in urban areas. Therefore, high population provides ready market for their product. You know, always the industries are located to the place which is having high population. Simply because these raw materials, after they finish into these raw materials are they transform it into finished goods. They are required to get the place where they can be sold. So the place with high population is suitable for selling those finished goods. That's why we have said the high population supports the availability of the market for the finished goods from the industry. Another factor, availability of capital. For any industry to grow, it must need money. Some financial institutions provide loans to people and companies so as to start industries. So capital is very, very crucial for any establishment of the industries. But also money to the industries can be used either to buy tools or to pay the workers and whatever the case. That's why capital also is very, very important for the growth of the industries. Another factor we have availability of infrastructure. Whatever the case, in order the industries to grow, the area must improve the infrastructure. This includes transport and communication systems formed in a place like roads, libraries, harbors, communication lines, etc. So these infrastructures are very, very important for the growth of the industries. Also, after we have seen these factors which can facilitate the growth of the industries, now it's better we look what is the importance of these infrastructures to the growth of the industries. This makes it easier to transport the raw materials from the source to the factories, and the finished product is from the factories to the market. When we talk about the factories, the same as we say, industry, manufacturing area. Then after we have seen these factors which can facilitate the growth of the industries, it's now better we look the factors which can cause the industries to collapse or to decline. Because factors which led to decline or collapse of the industries: lack of sound capital. Insufficient of capital causes the decline of many industries. If money is not enough, the industry can decline. For example, here in our country, Tanzania, the crude oil refinery industry located at Kigamboni, Dar es Salaam, declining due to the lack of capital. We are having this industry at Kigamboni, Dar es Salaam. This industry of crude oil refinery industries collapsed due to its lacking capital. Another factor which can cause the industries to decline, we have low technology. This hinders an industry from coping with modern competition, and the quality of the product is compromised. If there is low technology, so the product which can be produced can be unqualified, so the industries can collapse. Another factor, we have shortage of raw materials. Industries need raw materials to run. They feed raw materials. Therefore, without raw materials, they cannot exist. Raw materials are very, very important for the growth of the industry. Whatever raw materials are not there, the industries can decline. Another factor, we have inadequate market. Inadequate market. Market is the place where the raw materials are sold and are bought. When there is not enough place to sell these finished goods, the industries can decline. As we can see here, if the areas of consumers are not enough for selling the finished goods, the industries can collapse. The industries can collapse. Then after we have seen these factors which lead for decline and collapse of the industries, now let us go to check another part. When the significance or the importance of the industries to development economic issues. So now we look at the importance of industries, the economic development, benefits from industries. What do we get from industries? Now we want to look at the importance of these industries. And one here, they provide employment. Industries can provide employment anywhere. That's why these are located to the urban areas. And many people always migrate from the rural area to the urban, searching for employment, because to the urban areas is where you can find the industries. So these industries provide employment to the people. Then they promote growth of other sectors, for example, agriculture. So the industries can accelerate the growth of other sectors like agriculture. For example, the industries can produce fertilizers which can help the growth of agriculture sector. Another one here, they increase the national revenue since they pay taxes. Industries also pay taxes. So they increase the revenue of the country. Another one, they accelerate the infrastructure development. Example, harbors, roads, airports, railways, and whatever case. As what you have seen there, the industries need the availability of the infrastructure so that to transport the raw materials from the primary industries to the secondary industries. Therefore, the infrastructures must be improved. Then, growth of towns and cities, since they mostly located to such areas. The towns and cities always grow because of this industry, since they are located to those areas. Then after, now let us look at the negative effects of the industry to the environment. So we have seen these industries contains a lot of benefits to the society, but also we can check the negative effects from these industries. One, air pollution. Air pollution. Most of the industries release smoke, dust, and gases into the atmosphere. This may be harmful to the people. The negative effect of this industry, first here we have seen air pollution, simply because the industry always release smoke, dust, and gases into the atmosphere. This sometimes can be harmful to the people. Another effect, water pollution. Water pollution. This is another negative effect from the industries. Untreated wastewater from industries is sometimes released into rivers, lakes, and other water bodies. They may contain poisonous substances such as chemicals. So these chemicals can kill animals living in those water bodies. Another negative effect, we have land pollution. Land pollution. So the hard waste products such as paper, wood, grasses, and other are sometimes carelessly dumped on the open ground. Therefore, they can cause utility site. So when these unwanted materials dumped to the open ground, they can cause the area to be unusable. So this is the negative effect from the industries. Another one, we have noise pollution. So the heavy machinery used in most industries produce a lot of noise and vibrations that are nuisance to the people living around such industries. So these are some negative effects from the industries. So now let us go and check the ways of avoiding these negative effects of industries to the environment. Ways to manage negative effects from industries. what to do in order to avoid the negative effects from these industries as what we have seen. So now we have some ways here which can manage these negative effects from the industries. Firstly, recycling of some waste materials. Recycling, reuse. So some waste materials are required to be reused. For example, we have this metal and plastics. Instead of dumping them to the open ground, we are required to reuse, to recycle. So this is a good method which can avoid the negative effect from the industries. Another one here, we have industries should be built far away as possible from the residential areas to minimize the effects of noisy pollution to the people. So the industries is better to be located far away from the residential areas to avoid the noise pollution to the people. Three, wastes from industries should be treated so as to reduce their danger to the health of people. The wastes produced from the industries must be treated so as to avoid danger to the health of the people. Number 4, encouragement of afforestation and reforestation. This would increase the number of trees. What is afforestation? Afforestation is the process of planting trees to the place where there was no trees. The place with no trees, when you plant the trees, this we call it afforestation. What is reforestation? Reforestation is the act of cutting trees and replanting trees. When you cut trees and replant other trees, this time we call it reforestation. So these two technologies must be encouraged in order to avoid the effect from the industries. Then we come back to our question. So that we can see the correct answer. Which type of industries provide services to general population and business sector? So this question needs the type of the industry that will provide the services. As simple, we have passed through the types of the industries one after another. We have seen tertiary industries. These are industries which provide services to the business and the consumers. So from this question, name the type of the industries which provide services. So the correct answer from this question is choice C, which is tertiary industries. The correct answer is choice C, which is tertiary industries. As what you have seen, tertiary industries, they provide services to the people. Other industries you have seen one after another. Thank you, and thank you so much for listening me. We shall progress with another part for the next time. Thank you, and welcome to continue with online studies. Thank you.